Are you ready to make 2026 the year everything shifts in your favor? Before the new period arrives, there are 10 powerful steps you can take to prepare yourself for real success, happiness, and growth. Imagine starting the year with clear thinking, better habits, and a mindset designed to win. Imagine letting go of what's been restraining you and finally taking charge of your direction. In this video, we're going to talk about shaping your mindset, learning new skills, improving your health, and preparing for the future. Stay with me because each step is made to help you become a stronger, wiser, and more confident version of yourself. So let's get started and make 2026 the year things change for the better. Number one, write down what you want in 2026. One of the biggest mistakes people make is moving through life without clarity. Think about it. Would you take a journey with no destination? Of course not. But that's exactly what your life becomes when you never decide what you truly want. Before 2026 begins, take some time alone and ask yourself, what do I want from this year? Don't rush it. Give yourself the space to think about what genuinely matters to you. And once you know, write it down. There is something powerful about putting your goals on paper. When they stay in your head, they're just ideas. But when you write them down, they become tangible. You can see them, you can touch them, and your mind begins to find ways to make them happen. But don't write vague goals like, I want to be successful. That doesn't mean anything unless you define what success looks like for you. Be specific. Say, I want to earn $60,000, $80,000, or $100,000 this year. Or, I want to lose 20 LABs by June. The more exact your goals are, the easier it becomes to track progress and stay motivated. Now, go deeper. Ask yourself why these goals matter. Because goals without meaning are empty. Do you want more money to provide stability? Do you want to improve your health so you feel confident again? Do you want personal growth because you're tired of feeling stuck? The reasoning behind your goal is what gives it strength. Once you know what you want and why you want it, break your goals into sections: career, health, relationships, personal development, because life is about balance. What good is financial success if you lose your joy, your health, or your relationships in the process? Balance keeps you whole. Then set deadlines. Goals without timelines are just dreams you'll get to later. If you want to save $10,000, decide how much you'll save each month. If you want to read 12 books, commit to one per month. Deadlines create urgency. Review your goals every day. Keep them where you'll see them, on your wall, your phone, your mirror. Let them remind you why you're doing all of this. When you feel tired or discouraged, those words will remind you of the bigger picture. And tell someone you trust. You don't have to announce your goals to the world, but having one person who knows what you're aiming for makes it harder to give up. Writing down what you want in 2026 isn't just planning, it's claiming full ownership of your life. Imagine looking back a year from now and realizing everything changed because you took this simple step. That's the power of clarity. This is your life. This is your year. Pick up the pen, decide what you want and make it real. Number two, let go of the habits that are holding you back. Let me ask you something. Are your habits working for you or working against you? Really think about that, because your habits shape your entire life. They influence your health, your mindset, your relationships, your finances, and your future. If you want 2026 to be your breakthrough year, you must face the habits that are slowing you down. The first step is awareness. Sit with yourself and ask, what am I doing every single day that keeps me stuck? Maybe you're spending hours scrolling on your phone. Maybe you're skipping workouts. Maybe you're eating whatever's convenient instead of what powers your body. Maybe you put things off or stay up too late or avoid responsibilities. Be brutally honest. No one needs to see this list but you. But if you're not honest, nothing changes. Now understand something important. Bad habits usually stay because they give us something: comfort, distraction, or temporary relief. They feel easy. They feel familiar. But those tiny moments of comfort are costing you something much bigger: your long-term joy, your health, your progress, your dream life. So ask yourself, is that trade-off worth it? Once you know your bad habits, don't just try to stop them. That almost never works. Instead, replace them. Habits are patterns, and patterns need replacements. If you tend to waste time scrolling, replace that moment with reading, learning, journaling, or taking a walk. Don't just say, I'll stop doing this. Say, when that urge comes, I'll choose this instead. Focus on what you will do, not just what you'll avoid. Start small. You don't have to change your life in one day. If you want to eat healthier, don't suddenly cut everything at once. Start by removing one thing, like sugary drinks. Small wins create confidence, and confidence drives big change. Accountability helps too. When someone else knows your goal, you're less likely to slip back into old patterns. Track your progress, write it down, use an app, whatever works. Watching your improvement builds speed. And listen, if you slip up, don't tear yourself down. Change is not straight. Growth comes with setbacks. What matters is getting back up quickly. Don't quit just because you had a bad moment. Your future depends on your ability to continue. Let's talk about the emotional part. Breaking bad habits isn't comfortable. It won't always feel good. You'll have days where you're frustrated, tired, or tempted to go back. Those moments are where growth happens. Remind yourself what you're working toward. Picture the version of yourself in 2026 who has already overcome these habits. Picture how much stronger, healthier, and more confident that version of you feels. Let that vision pull you forward when motivation fades. As you replace negative habits with positive ones, you'll start to notice something powerful. Your confidence will rise. Your discipline will strengthen. You'll feel more in control of your life, and that small shift will spill over into every other area of improvement. Bad habits may feel small in the moment, but over time they shape your future. The good news, every single day you choose differently, you are reclaiming your future. You don't need to wait for the new year to change. You can start today, because the sooner you break free, the sooner you step into the life that's waiting for you. This isn't just about removing what's bad. It's about building a life you are proud of. And you can do it one day, one habit, one choice at a time. Now, before we dive into number 3, I just ask for one small thing. If you can take a second to like or support the video, it really helps to reach more people who might need these words today. Thank you. Number 3, start preparing financially for your future. Your future is shaped by what you do right now, especially when it comes to money. Saving isn't just about having extra cash sitting in a bank account. It's about creating stability, freedom, and peacefulness. If you don't start building that foundation today, your future self will be the one paying the price. And here's a reality check. No one is coming to rescue you financially. Not the government, not your job, not luck. This is your responsibility. First, get clear on why saving matters. Think about the life you want. Do you want to own a home, travel, retire comfortably someday, start a business? Whatever your vision is, it needs a financial base. Without savings, one unexpected issue, a car repair, a medical expense, a job change can send everything into chaos. But when you're prepared, life feels completely different. You move with confidence instead of fear. That's the power of saving. So how do you begin? You don't need to turn your life upside down. Start by understanding where your money is actually going. For 1 month, track every expense. Rent, groceries, coffee, subscriptions, impulse buys, everything. You might be shocked at how much is slipping away on things that don't matter. Awareness is the doorway to control. Once you know where your money is going, create a simple plan. Decide on a percentage of your income to save every month, even if it's just 10%. What matters most is consistency, not the amount. If possible, automate it so the money goes straight into savings before you can spend it. When you don't see it, you don't miss it. Next, focus on building an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, health issues happen, jobs change. An emergency fund protects your peace. Aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It will take time, and that's okay. Every dollar gets you closer. Now here's where discipline comes in. Saving isn't only about what you save. It's also about what you don't spend. Before you buy something, ask yourself, do I really need this or do I just want it right now? Practice delaying satisfaction. Giving up a small pleasure today could be the reason you get to live your dream tomorrow. And when you're ready, learn about investing. Saving builds stability, but investing builds growth. Even small, steady contributions to something like index funds or retirement accounts can turn into real wealth over time. Let compound interest do the heavy lifting. Let's talk about the emotional side. Saving won't always feel fun. Sometimes you'll want to treat yourself, and sometimes saying not today will be hard. But think about how good it will feel to know you're secure, to know you're building something, to know you're moving closer to the life you want rather than drifting away from it. Protect your savings too. Avoid unnecessary debt. Credit cards and loans can steal your future. If you already have debt, focus on paying it down. The less you owe, the more you can keep. Then celebrate your achievements. Saving doesn't mean you never enjoy yourself. It means you enjoy responsibly. Remember this, saving is not just about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to breathe, freedom to live life on your terms. When you save, you're telling yourself, I am taking control of my future. Don't wait for the right time to start. The best time is now. Every dollar you save today builds the life you'll live tomorrow, and your future self will be grateful you started. Number 4, take time to reflect on the past year. Reflection is one of the most powerful tools for growth, yet most people never do it. Life moves quickly and we rush from one year to the next without pausing to understand what actually happened. But if you never look back, how can you know what needs to continue, what needs to change, and what needs to stop? Before 2026 arrives, give yourself the gift of reflection. Find a quiet moment, just you and your thoughts, and ask yourself, what happened this past year? Write it down. Your wins, your mistakes, your progress, your setbacks. Putting it on paper makes everything clearer and gives you something real to work with. Start with your wins. What did you accomplish this year? Did you learn something new, achieve a goal, overcome something difficult, or simply keep going when things were hard? Celebrate those victories. Too many people skip past their achievements without appreciating them. Take a moment to feel proud. You earned that. Now look at the challenges. Where did things fall apart? Maybe you didn't follow through on something. Maybe you let fear hold you back. Maybe life threw obstacles your way that you weren't ready for. Don't judge yourself. Don't shame yourself. Instead ask, what did this teach me? Mistakes are not failures. They are messages. They show you what needs to improve. The only real failure is ignoring the lesson. Be honest during this process. Reflection means facing uncomfortable truths. Maybe you spent too much time on distraction. Maybe you stayed in a situation that drained you. Maybe you didn't give your best effort. Recognizing these patterns isn't about guilt, it's about growth. Pay attention to how the year felt emotionally. Did you feel fulfilled, stressed, grateful, lonely, excited, or drained? Your feelings reveal what aligns with your soul and what doesn't. If a job, relationship, or habit made you miserable, that's a sign something needs to change. Look at the people in your life too. Who supported you, encouraged you, helped you grow? Who brought negativity, stress, or doubt? Your environment shapes your mindset. Moving forward sometimes means letting go. Reflection is not about dwelling on the past. It's about using it as guidance for the future. Think about what you want to carry into 2026 and what you need to leave behind. Maybe it's a habit, a mindset, a fear, or even certain people. Letting go can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary if you want to progress. Write down the lessons you learned this year. These lessons are stepping stones for who you are becoming. If you learned that discipline matters, commit to being consistent. If you learned that boundaries matter, start enforcing them now. Your reflection becomes your roadmap. And remember gratitude. No matter how difficult the year was, there is always something to appreciate. Your health, your growth, your strength, your resilience, the lessons you gained. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's meaningful. Finally, make a decision to do better. Reflection without action does nothing. Use what you learn to create clear steps for 2026. This isn't about being perfect, it's about progress. Take what worked, release what didn't, and step into the new year with clarity and confidence. Looking back isn't living in the past, it's learning from it. When you reflect on your year, you give yourself direction, you give yourself power, you give yourself growth. Don't let this past year fade into a blur. Reflect and walk into 2026 stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever. Number 5, focus on personal growth. Personal growth doesn't just happen randomly, it's a decision you make every single day. If you want 2026 to be a year of real transformation, then your growth has to become a priority right now. The version of you that steps into the new year should be wiser, stronger, and more capable than the version standing here today. Growth is the basis for everything you want to achieve, and it begins with choosing to become better. Start by defining what personal growth means to you. It's not about comparing yourself to others or trying to be perfect. Growth is about becoming the best version of yourself. Ask yourself, which areas of my life need improvement? Maybe it's your mindset, maybe your health, your discipline, your skills, your relationships. Write them down. Clarity gives direction. Begin with your mindset, because everything starts there. How do you respond to challenges, setbacks, and opportunities? If your default response is negativity, doubt, or giving up, then that's the first thing that needs to change. A growth mindset sees every failure as a lesson and every obstacle as a chance to get stronger. Surround yourself with books, videos, mentors, and environments that inspire growth. Feed your mind with what elevates you. Next, invest in your skills. What do you want to learn in 2026? Maybe you want to level up in your career, maybe learn a language, maybe master a creative skill or build a business. Growth comes from learning, from curiosity, from consistently improving yourself. Even 20 minutes a day focused on learning something meaningful can completely transform your life over time. Your physical health matters too. You can't grow mentally or emotionally if you're constantly tired, drained, or unhealthy. Are you eating foods that energize you? Are you moving your body? Are you sleeping enough? These things may sound simple, but they influence your focus, your mood, your motivation, and your confidence. A strong mind needs a strong body to carry it. Now think about emotional growth. How do you handle stress, discomfort, and conflict? Do you react impulsively or do you respond thoughtfully? Emotional intelligence is a powerful form of growth. Practice pausing before reacting. Practice expressing your needs clearly. Practice setting boundaries. Growth isn't just about what you do, it's about how you handle life. Build habits that reinforce your growth. Habits are the small actions repeated daily that lead to massive changes over time. If you want to read more, start with 1 chapter a day. If you want to exercise, commit to 10 or 15 minutes consistently. The key is not intensity, it's consistency. Growth is built in the days when motivation is low, but you show up anyway. And don't forget your environment. The people around you influence who you become. Are the people in your life inspiring you, challenging you, supporting you? Or are they holding you back, draining you, distracting you from your purpose? Sometimes growth requires walking away from situations or people that are no longer suited with where you're going. Make reflection part of your growth process. Ask yourself each day, what did I learn today? What could I improve tomorrow? Journaling helps you recognize patterns, track progress, and stay intentional. Set specific goals for your growth. Don't just say, I want to grow. Define what growth looks like. Do you want to gain confidence, improve your communication, expand your knowledge, strengthen your discipline? Be clear and break it into small, achievable steps. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Growth is not a straight line. There will be days where you feel stuck, days where nothing seems to be changing. But every small step is progress. Every effort matters. Focusing on personal growth isn't about improving just one part of your life. It transforms your entire life. When you grow, your opportunities expand, your confidence rises, your mindset strengthens, your future gets brighter. Make personal growth your priority today, and you'll walk into 2026 as the strongest version of yourself. The best time to start growing was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Number 6, forgive and let go of the past. If you want 2026 to be a year of peace, growth, and real progress, this step is non-negotiable. Holding on to old pain, resentment, or regret only keeps you stuck. You cannot move forward if you're still tied to what's behind you. Letting go may be one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but it will also be one of the most freeing. Start by acknowledging what hurt you. Maybe someone betrayed your trust. Maybe a situation left you disappointed or broken. Maybe you're carrying guilt over your own past choices. Whatever it is, don't bury it. You cannot release something you refuse to face. Write it down. The people, the moments, the feelings. Putting it on paper loosens the emotional grip they have on your heart. Understand this clearly. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was okay. It does not mean you justify it, forget it, or pretend it didn't hurt. Forgiveness means you refuse to let the past control you anymore. It's not for them. It's for you. Holding on to bitterness only chains you to the pain. Forgiving breaks those chains. You might say, but they don't deserve forgiveness. Maybe they don't, but you deserve peace. Every time you hold on to resentment, you are still letting that person or situation influence your present life. When you forgive, you reclaim your power. You choose healing over suffering, growth over pain, peace over anger. Forgiveness is a process, not a switch. You might not be able to let go all at once. That's okay. Some wounds take time. What matters is that you choose again and again to loosen your grip just a little more each day. Don't let the past decide your future. Now let's talk about the hardest part, forgiving yourself. We are often our own toughest critics. Maybe you made mistakes. Maybe you failed. Maybe you hurt someone. Maybe you didn't show up in the way you wish you had. But hear this, you are not your past. The past is gone. You cannot change it. You can only learn from it and do better moving forward. Let go of the shame. Take the lesson and leave the weight behind. Sometimes what we need to release isn't a person, it's expectations. Maybe life didn't go the way you planned. Maybe your story looks different than you imagined. That does not mean you failed. Life changes. You grow. You adapt. And that ability to adapt is what creates strength. Letting go is an act of self-love. You do not deserve to carry the burden of old pain. When you let go, you give yourself permission to live again, to breathe again, to create something new. Letting go also means releasing anything in your life that no longer supports who you are becoming, even if you invested time, effort, and emotion into it. If it's holding you back, it's time to release it. Letting go makes space for better. This important change will affect all your other areas of improvement. Small bad habits might seem harmless right now, but over time they determine your future. The great thing is every day you can choose differently. You are taking back control of your future. You don't need to wait until the new year to make changes. You can begin today, because the faster you become free, the sooner you can start the life that is waiting for you. This is not just about stopping what is bad. It's about building a life you can be proud of, and you can manage it one day, one habit, one choice at a time. Now, before we move on to point number 3, I have one small request. If you could quickly hit the like or support button for this video, it really helps these words reach more people who may need them today. Thank you. Point number 3, begin getting ready financially for your future. Your future depends on what you are doing right now, especially concerning money. Saving is more than simply having extra cash sitting in a bank account. It's about building stability, freedom, and peace of mind. If you don't start creating that strong base today, your future self will suffer the consequences. And here is the plain truth. Nobody is going to save you financially. Not the government, not your workplace, not luck. This is completely your job. First, understand clearly why saving matters. Think about the kind of life you desire. Do you hope to own a home, travel, retire comfortably eventually, or start a company? Whatever your dream is, it requires a financial base. Without money saved, one unexpected issue, like fixing a car, a medical bill, or a job change, can cause total chaos. But when you are ready, life feels completely different. You act with confidence instead of worry. That is the true strength of saving. So how do you start? You do not have to completely change your life. Start by seeing where your money actually goes. For 1 month, track every single expense, including rent, food, coffee, subscriptions, sudden purchases, everything. You might be surprised at how much is being wasted on things that aren't important. Being aware is the path to control. Once you know where your money is going, make a simple strategy. Decide on a portion of your income to put aside every month, even if it is only 10%. What matters most is doing it regularly, not the total amount. If possible, set it up automatically so the money moves directly into savings before you have a chance to spend it. If you don't see it, you won't miss it. Next, focus on creating an emergency fund. Life can be unpredictable. Cars break down, health problems occur, jobs change, and an emergency fund protects your peace. Try to save enough for 3 to 6 months of basic living costs. This will take time, and that's perfectly fine. Every dollar brings you closer. Now, this is where self-control comes in. Saving is not only about what you put away, it is also about what you choose not to spend. Before you buy something, ask yourself, do I truly need this, or do I just want it right now? Practice delaying that immediate satisfaction. Giving up a small pleasure today could be the reason you achieve your dream tomorrow. And when you are ready, learn about putting money to work. Saving creates a strong base, but investing creates growth. Even small regular contributions to things like index funds or retirement accounts can become real wealth over time. Let compounding work hard for you. Let's discuss the feelings involved. Saving will not always feel enjoyable. Sometimes you will want to treat yourself, and sometimes saying, "not today," will be difficult. But imagine how great it will feel to know you are secure, to know you are building something real, to know you are getting closer to the life you want instead of just letting it slip away. Also, protect the money you save. Avoid unnecessary debt. Credit cards and loans can steal your future. If you already have debt, focus on paying it off. The less you owe, the more you get to keep. Then celebrate your successes. Saving does not mean you can never enjoy life. It means you enjoy life responsibly. Remember this simple idea. Saving is not just about money, it is about freedom. Freedom to make choices, freedom to relax, freedom to live life on your own terms. When you save, you are telling yourself, "I am taking charge of my future." Don't wait for the perfect time to begin. The best time is now. Every dollar you save today helps build the life you will live tomorrow, and your future self will be glad you started. Point number 4, take time to think about the past year. Looking back is one of the most powerful ways to grow, yet most people never do it. Life moves fast, and we rush from one year into the next without stopping to understand what truly happened. But if you never look back, how can you know what should continue, what needs to change, and what must stop? Before 2026 arrives, give yourself the valuable gift of reflection. Find a quiet time, just yourself and your thoughts, and ask, what took place this last year? Write it down. Your achievements, your mistakes, your progress, your difficulties. Putting it on paper makes everything easier to see and gives you something solid to work with. Start with your accomplishments. What did you achieve this year? Did you learn something new? Meet a goal, overcome a difficult situation, or simply keep going when things were tough. Celebrate those wins. Too many people skip past their achievements without giving them credit. Take a moment to feel proud. You earned it. Now look at the difficulties. Where did things go wrong? Maybe you didn't finish something you started. Maybe you allowed fear to hold you back. Maybe life presented you with challenges you were not ready for. Do not judge yourself harshly. Do not feel shame. Instead ask, what lesson did this teach me? Mistakes are not failures. They are messages. They show you what needs improvement. The only real mistake is ignoring the lesson. Be truthful during this exercise. Reflection requires facing some uncomfortable facts. Maybe you spent too much time being distracted. Maybe you stayed in a situation that left you feeling exhausted. Maybe you didn't try your best. Recognizing these patterns is not about feeling guilty. It is about growing. Pay attention to how the year felt to you emotionally. Did you feel satisfied, worried, thankful, alone, excited, or tired? Your feelings show you what fits with your heart and what doesn't. If a job, a relationship, or a habit made you unhappy, that is a sign something must change. Look at the people in your life too. Who supported you, cheered you on, and helped you improve? Who brought in negativity, stress, or doubt? Your social circle affects your mindset. Moving forward sometimes means letting go of people. Reflection is not about staying focused on the past. It is about using it as a guide for the future. Think about what you want to bring with you into 2026 and what you must leave behind. Maybe it's a habit, a way of thinking, a fear, or even certain people. Letting go can be hard, but it is necessary if you want to get better. Write down the lessons you learned this year. These lessons are steps toward the person you are becoming. If you learned that being disciplined is important, promise yourself to be more consistent. If you learned that having boundaries matters, start enforcing them now. Your reflection becomes your plan. And remember to be grateful. No matter how challenging the year was, there is always something to appreciate. Your health, your progress, your strength, your ability to recover, the lessons you gained. Gratitude changes your focus from what is missing to what is truly important. Finally, make a choice to do better. Thinking without taking action does nothing. Use what you learned to create clear next steps for 2026. This is not about aiming for perfection. It is about making progress. Take what worked well, let go of what didn't, and step into the new year with clear thinking and self-assurance. Looking back is not living in the past. It is learning from it. When you think about your year, you give yourself direction. You give yourself strength. You give yourself growth. Don't let this past year just become a blur. Reflect and walk into 2026 stronger, smarter, and more focused than ever before. Point number 5, put effort into personal improvement. Personal improvement does not happen by chance. It is a choice you make every single day. If you want 2026 to be a year of genuine change, then your improvement has to be a main focus right now. The version of you that begins the new year should be wiser, more capable, and stronger than the version standing here today. Improvement is the base for everything you want to achieve, and it starts with deciding to become better. Begin by defining what personal improvement means to you. It is not about comparing yourself to others or trying to be flawless. Improvement is about becoming the very best version of yourself. Ask yourself, which parts of my life need to be better? Maybe it's your attitude, perhaps your health, your discipline, your abilities, or your relationships. Write them down. Clarity provides direction. Start with your attitude because everything begins there. How do you respond to difficulties, setbacks, and chances? If your usual response is negativity, doubt, or quitting, then that is the first thing that must change. A mindset focused on improvement sees every mistake as a lesson and every difficulty as a chance to get stronger. Surround yourself with helpful books, videos, mentors, and places that encourage growth. Fill your mind with what raises you up. Next, invest in your abilities. What do you want to learn in 2026? Maybe you want to advance in your career. Maybe learn a new language. Maybe master a creative skill or start a business. Growth comes from learning, from curiosity, from steadily making yourself better. Even 20 minutes a day focused on learning something important can completely change your life over time. Your physical condition matters too. You cannot grow mentally or emotionally if you are constantly tired, worn out, or unwell. Are you eating food that gives you energy? Are you moving your body? Are you getting enough sleep? These things may sound simple, but they affect your ability to focus, your mood, your drive, and your self-belief. A sharp mind requires a strong body to support it. Now think about emotional maturity. How do you handle worry, discomfort, and arguments? Do you react without thinking, or do you respond carefully? Emotional intelligence is a powerful type of improvement. Practice pausing before you react. Practice clearly saying what you need. Practice setting limits. Improvement is not just about what you do, it is about how you deal with life. Create routines that support your improvement. Routines are the small actions done repeatedly each day that result in huge changes over time. If you want to read more, start with one chapter every day. If you want to exercise, commit to 10 or 15 minutes consistently. The important thing is consistency, not how intense you are. Growth is built on the days when you do not feel motivated, but you still show up. And don't forget the people and places around you. The people near you influence who you become. Are the people in your life inspiring you, challenging you, supporting you, or are they holding you back, draining your energy, distracting you from your goals? Sometimes growth means leaving behind places or people that no longer fit with where you are headed. Make reflection a part of how you grow. Ask yourself each day, what did I learn today? What can I do better tomorrow? Keeping a journal helps you see patterns, track progress, and stay focused on your intentions. Set specific goals for your improvement. Don't just say, I want to improve. Clearly state what that improvement looks like. Do you want to feel more confident, speak better, know more, be more disciplined, be clear, and break it down into small steps you can achieve? And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Improvement is not a straight path. There will be days when you feel stuck. Days when it seems like nothing is changing, but every tiny step is progress. Every effort counts. Focusing on personal improvement is not about fixing just one part of your life. It changes your whole life. When you improve, your chances expand, your self-belief grows, your attitude strengthens, and your future becomes better. Make personal improvement your main goal today, and you will walk into 2026 as the strongest version of yourself. The best time to start improving was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Point number 6, forgive others and let go of the past. If you want 2026 to be a year of calm, improvement, and real advancement, this step is essential. Holding on to old hurt, anger, or sadness only keeps you stuck. You cannot move forward if you are still connected to what is behind you. Letting go might be one of the hardest things you ever have to do, but it will also be one of the most liberating. Start by recognizing what caused you pain. Maybe someone broke your trust. Maybe a situation left you feeling disappointed or hurt. Maybe you carry guilt about choices you made in the past. Whatever it is, do not hide it. You cannot release something you refuse to face. Write it down.